Well, right now, because people are loading, I've got the not going to click the next button happening. So it's all good. There we go.
Be right back.
Let us know when we can connect, please.
You should be able to connect now.
Excellent.
Oh, for the people that are gonna watch the stream and mute it, right-click the window tab and mute site. Don't mute the stream's video player. If you do it, it doesn't count as him having a viewer.
Gotcha.
Alright, it's still not letting me in. I'm gonna try and restart it again.
There are just days where it wouldn't be fantasy without technical.
Yeah.
Good old 32
Your
bit.
your overlay says I'm a sorcerer again, just to throw more onto the shit pile.
Well, let's open that up.
Looks like everything else is right though.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Wait, Ibn is a wizard.
Why is it going? Oh, I bet it's defaulting to the overlay that's sitting in the other side instead of what it's supposed to be.
Gotcha.
So let's correct that little right here. Why it's going app data, but go ahead and open another one up. I'm going to flip this over. App data will have the.
Yay! It remembered me.
Oh no, it's gonna be one of those days. Oh no, it's gonna be one of those days.
What, where dragon attacks or something? Or...
No, where no one can roll above a 5.
Well, those days are fine.
Oh no.
Hey.
The last time that happened to me, I couldn't roll above a 5 as a GM either. So nobody died because of it. It just took like 20 rounds for combat to finish.
Right.
Hey guys, I got a quick question. Is there any way for me to set it for it to roll my damage at the same time I'm rolling my
You can, but I wouldn't advise it because it may roll the damage anyway and apply it even if you miss. So
Okay, I'll keep it in a separate column then.
I know in like actual tabletop that's the way to do it just because it's quicker, but with this one it does so much stuff automatically that it might mess with things.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Let's try this again, and we will not touch that freaking map.
Oh dear God, I rolled higher on the D4 than I did on the D20.
Yeah, alright, so that's what, 7 rolls and only 1 above a 5? There we go.
Alright, so now you've got the picture of the dragon screwing everybody hard.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
I love blues, but I like the way they look. Like back in back in AD&D first edition, second edition time, because one of my favorite characters is Kalendros, if any of you guys know Dragonlance.
See if we can get this map to resize now for you. Share that out.
Hooray!
There we go.
Now, like I said, I'm going to describe rather than click, because this thing is acting beyond stupid. So you see the keep in the center, and then there's the tower. Down below, there's that bend in the river. Right at the center of the bend is where the tunnel is that you found last week.
The
All right.
bottom end of the bend or the top end?
The top end of the bend. It's what's closest to the tower portion of the keep.
Okay.
Guys, have any idea of what we should do?
I believe we were going into the sewer system, weren't we?
Oh wow, that's even worse.
Yeah, let's take the tunnel.
That what I was talking about before. It's actually a 24-hour thing, and teachers are required to take a 1-hour shift, regardless of if it's like 3 in the morning.
Oh, I thought he was telling us not to go into the damn sewers.
Yeah, that's what.
No, that's going back to that ridiculous thing at my
It's ridiculous.
I mean, come on. I'm afraid I'd call in sick.
Hey there, boys. There's that there caravan coming. All right, so we gotta be ready.
Is this a sewage drain?
Yeah, it appears to be a drain. And last week, Ivory had unlocked it and opened it. And as you can see, there's not a wall around the entire town. It's around the keep. But I was able to find the map, so that makes life a little bit easier.
I want to cast dancing lights and put a light every 20 feet through the sewer up to 120 feet away so we can see in there.
I think they have to be 10 feet apart for dancing lights.
Yes.
So you wouldn't be able to do every 10. So like if you put it 120 feet away, each successive light would have to be 10 feet from another light. So I mean usually what I mean you can do it however you want, but usually what players will do when they do dancing lights, because of that, it's to help light up a full room because of that 10-foot restriction. So
well, it's a 20 the lights have to be 20 feet apart. Or they can be 20 feet apart, but they only light up a 10-foot radius.
1 second.
So if I do them 20 feet apart, the radius of the light.
Just so we don't alert anything that might be in there, if you want, I can take point.
I've already cast the dancing lights.
well, you know what that does? That will do roll for initiative.
Thanks.
So, let's see.
You sounded so maniacal with that laugh.
Do we have a random map I can use?
Ow. Ooh.
Hold on, what's going on here?
That sucked for me.
You know what? I think don't roll initiative. I've got to pull everybody off and put everybody back on because Ivelios is a random creature, unidentified creature. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy things happening after this update this morning. So let's fix this.
Well, I did remake my character, so that might be it.
Yeah, that's why you're an unidentified creature. Now,
I'm so glad we're not using that initiative. Mine just was terrible.
all right, so let's clean this up first. I've got character selection. I've got 1, 2, 3 blanks. One's owned by Train. I'm assuming it says name. I'm gonna kill all 3 of those because they don't have any stats or anything on them. So let's delete that. And then you rebuilt your character. Quest has 2 characters. How did that happen?
I had to upload characters twice today.
Rename the one that you want to keep as Quest 1. Now, or we got 3 guys, so rename Rename the one you want to keep as Quest 1.
I have absolutely no idea how to do that.
In your character sheet, just name him under name, just Quest 1.
Done.
The reason the dogs went off was because Irina was here to show Serena's new dog, I
Alright.
guess.
I killed all of those. You are good. So let's start throwing you guys on here. Everybody is on the tracker. You may feel free to roll initiatives.
Please
And-
be better. Please be better. Please be better.
I like that too. And Ivory,
What the fuck?
Ivory has a blank. Well, it's fitting since you're rolling that. I'm gonna
They
just
were
see if I
both
can make it be a
natural
1
ones,
all the
like-
time because you don't have numbers on anything. Everything you roll is a 1. If I could make it a 0, I would. Oh my god.
I just don't get how it did it to me twice in a row.
You know, why not?
To
Dude.
spite me, you gave me a second chance and I failed.
Well,
Critic-
it appears that the system doesn't like your imaginary dice.
I honestly don't think it has a problem with that. I got critical successes the last time.
I'm going to share this map, clear you guys off, and then replace you because at this point, you tunes are no longer in existence. That's another thing. If you use Fantasy Grounds and let's say you drop the characters off and then put them back on, those old tokens that are sitting there are no longer any good.
Yeah.
So, in Quest, I gotta fix you.
What's wrong with me?
As you rebuilt your character and you've got a square pog. I'm gonna have to... Because now you'll be a new instance.
Sorry.
Maybe, maybe not. Let's fix it. Of course not. Life can't be that simple. So your initiative was a 19. I will type it in for you.
Okay.
Instead of making you re-roll. Because you'll just get a 1 if you do. There you go.
Like me.
Well, you know you're screwed if you start rolling for combat, and... Who was up front casting Dancing Lights?
Sesame.
Alright. So, I know there's no tunnel there, but we're using this map because I don't feel like searching for another one. So up...
This tunnel's awfully outdoorsy.
Yeah, you know. And there's not even a stream here, considering there should be. Kind of amusing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was right by the tunnel, so... I'm gonna eat these guys. Them. I will allow you to replace yourselves the way you would have been approaching the tunnel, and then start combat.
Could you put that map back up? I lost it somehow. Thanks.
Alright. West, you're at bat.
Alrighty. So what exactly? A swarm of rats? That's what we're...
Exactly. So you know it's going to be half damage because it's a swarm. There's all kinds of stuff. It's going to resist. Have immunities. I love this.
Great, thanks. Good job with the,
This is what...
can't do without lights, guys.
You know, this is one of those adventures that I still like, unlike some of the new ones that they've written.
Right.
Ibn, what's your class again?
I'm a fighter.
Bardic inspiration on you.
Soon to be dead fighter named Ibn. All right, so is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, Sesame. You have a swarm of rats in your face, soon to be on your face. I know, it's something you look forward to.
How wide is this tunnel?
I mean, it's wide enough. You're not in the tunnel. This would have happened in the tunnel, but you activated by throwing lights in there and chased them out. In the tunnel would have been worse because it's 1 man wide, so whoever was up front would have just gotten killed by the swarm.
Right.
So in a way, this is a good thing.
I want to
Run
attack
away.
them with my torch.
Well, torch would be an improvised weapon. So it's going to be a D4.
Okay.
Don't forget you got barbecue.
Do you have... I mean, do you have... You'd be better off using one of your cantrips. Because you're a wizard, and strength is not your forte, so you're attacking at -1, and your damage is at -1.
Sesame, don't.
Shh. Can
I
you hit
assume
swarms with spells?
Of course you can.
out of character, I assume I can see him fixing to do something to the rats. That's why, in character, I'm saying, Sesame, don't do anything. I can make them not hurt us at all. But if you hurt them, it's over.
All right, I'm just going to shoot him with a ray of frost then.
I mean, these guys are attacking no matter what, so...
It's not letting me. It's not letting me attack this thing.
Not letting you target?
Oh, there it goes.
There you go. Remember, you can drag and drop your attack onto them.
Oh, it was. It wasn't letting me actually, like, I dragged it a couple times and it just didn't register at all. But for whatever reason, that.
That's goofy. All right.
All right. Gonna get to this side and just start swinging.
Go for it.
Yay.
All right, my turn. I'm excited about it. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it this way. They are on you. Since you are now the light of their life. They're going to hit. And
Ouch.
Ribbon, same thing. You got a pile of rats crawling all over you. Got to be uncomfortable.
I would imagine so.
But they miss you. All right. French.
All right, let's see what we're gonna do here. All right, let's see. I guess I will go ahead and move up a little.
Nice.
Take that, you stupid rats.
Watch double ones. But wasn't double ones, so that's good.
It is double ones. It's an 11.
Which swarm did you attack?
The one, like eating the face of the fighter right now.
All right. So there we go.
Just so you know, Sesam. Actually, just 1 second. You know, Sesam, this didn't have to be this way. Rats make good pets.
I'll be taking Ivory's turn for her. She her sister came over randomly, so she's taking telling her we're busy. So I'll be doing her turn.
All right.
All right,
So-
she's gonna run up and hit stuff with a rapier.
Do that. Another one. I'm telling you, those all-white dice are cursed.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her to get rid of them.
They are definitely cursed.
Oop, I forgot to end her turn. Sorry.
It's all good.
All right, I guess I'll just swarm off.
Go, you can do it. Remember to use your bardic inspiration.
Will that hit?
I forget. Can you add bardic inspiration to damage?
I just looked it up and no, you can't.
Yeah, it's like 2 hit or to your next save.
Gotcha. I think the one I'm thinking of is a certain archetype of bard.
It would be too useful if it did.
Yeah.
All right, you rats. It's time for you to face my cunning words viciously.
They saved.
Of course.
Only because
And
there's a lot of them. Don't worry.
Or they just don't understand cunning.
Yeah, I mean, you're sitting there going, "You look stupid." Rats. Doesn't bother me.
Beautiful.
All right, blue dice is the way to go.
All right, the pally.
All right, gonna try hitting some more off Sesam.
That'll hit.
Nice.
You have to love the resistance.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the resistance. All right, so Rat 1 is still on Sesam. Gonna get gnawed on a little bit more. That missed. Form 2. Gnawing on Ibn. And missed. French.
All right, let's keep playing Whack-A-Rat.
We'll just call that a miss. All right. Ivory is at bat.
Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry.
We got 2 rat swarms crawling over people's faces. Literally and figuratively.
Okay, I'm gonna try to cut down swarm number 1.
And I will let you know your non-existent dice rolled a 1 again on your last attack.
Austin told me I put the black thing on it. We'll see if it happens. If it doesn't, it's going back.
If it does, though, then you know that those were cursed die. They were weighted heavily. Look, you hit!
Okay.
Nice.
And you actually killed the swarm. Are you going to stay there or move?
I guess I'll move. I'll move.
Now, that swarm is right on top of Ibn, so if you move out of reach, I do get an attack of opportunity. All right. Which the attack of opportunity from a swarm is kind of silly, but I'm going to take advantage of it.
Fair.
You know, one rabid rat decides, she's moving, and runs off the swarm.
All right, I'll see if I can take a swing here.
Let's face it, you're a cat. They're not going to like you. You're kind of natural enemies. That'll hit.
Death by 1,000 bites, I guess.
Exactly. You know, if your character has any phobias, this is going to cause some serious issues for them.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's why.
You have met your match, rats.
That's why I
That's
mentioned
fantastic.
1984. If anybody's seen or read, they know about the rat.
Well, they did save.
And they matched it.
That's a hit. All right. I don't think there was any way around, you know, having these things attack you.
Probably not.
I was just gonna try and make them friends.
It
Now
just,
instead of
well, this just made it, you know, better because it's in the open. Whoever was up front didn't get murdered.
true that.
I'm
I
gonna.
look at the rats. Do they look like diseased or anything?
They just look like rats. A swarm of rats. I'm pretty sure that they didn't have any. Let's take a look.
We're all gonna get the black plague.
Is it like Skyrim and they have a random jewel up their butt?
That would be awesome, but no, there's no random jewel up their butt, and there was no disease roll, so they just look like rats. You were entering their house, and they said leave. In the most unkind way possible.
Right.
I'll gather a few of them up to skin and use later.
We could cook them over the fire.
That's the plan.
Okay.
I
I got a
my job
question.
is to feed you guys, and rat meat is actually fairly good. At least that's what Indian people.
Well, that's probably debatable, but you know,
Well, I'm a cat, so I agree with
you're fine with it. You're just like, yeah, rat.
Like, what a delicacy!
This is my normal Sunday brunch.
And I'm just considering that part of my automatic Outlander thing, so I'm not writing them down or anything. I was just letting everybody know that tonight we feast on rat.
All right, so I'm going to clear that. Go ahead and XP, even though like I said it doesn't matter. That 17 is really going to move you on the way. All right, so you make your way through the tunnel. Who is going first?
Well,
Not the bard.
I feel
How-
like I
I
want
was
to
just
go
going to ask
second.
how wide it was.
It is wide enough for you to go single file.
Well, I don't know who's going first, but I'll volunteer for second, so that way I'm in position to heal.
I said I would like to go second.
Oh, crud, sorry. I
It's
guess I'll go
okay.
third.
Are
I
we
just
going?
like to be close for, rogue purpose.
Are we going in
I'll
with
break-
full light, or are we going in the? Because you guys can see in the dark, right?
I can, yeah.
I don't need light.
I can.
I think there's only one person that needs light.
that would be me. I wouldn't. I'd normally take front, but I can't see, so I'm wondering if maybe someone else should fill in for the fighter. This.
I can do it if you want to take like the middle or back to make
Yeah, I
sure
can.
no one sneaks up on us.
I can cover the rear for sure.
Or I'm willing to do it too. I mean, I'm rocking heavy armor and stuff. I should be fairly.
All right, so when you go into the tunnel, first, before you enter the tunnel, is there anything you would like to do as a party?
Do you guys think we have enough time to rest?
Well, this is the area where you had a group that was patrolling attack you.
Right.
So
I think-
perhaps not.
Yeah, I think we should probably push on, but yeah, we gotta somebody organize those tokens the way we're going.
All right,
Are
so
you
who's up front?
Ibn, babe? No, you're not. Who are you?
Evelios.
Ivelos. Okay. I knew you started. And then
Yeah, I got heavy armor as well, so I'm comfortable in the front.
that works.
I'll bravely take the middle.
I'm gonna place your marching order on the party sheet.
Don't worry, guys. I got your back. Way back.
Before we go on, I'm gonna dump 3 lay on hands and sesame.
I'm glad you did that. Kind of what I was hinting at.
Yeah. If you could just do that, I don't have the ability on it right now. I need to still put that in.
Oh, lay on hands. You've got to program that in.
Yeah, it'd just take a second, but it'd just be quicker.
I can just cast Cure Wounds.
You did that to Sesame, so that would put him at 2 wounds.
Right. Yeah, lay on hands isn't a spell, so I didn't want to waste a spell slot for that.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I was gonna say if I could some way cast mine just to achieve the effect without actually using my spell. Then...
Right. Mine's a set number is the only thing. Alright.
All right, so you make your way through the tunnel. It's about 150 feet to. I mean, you can feel free to roll nature or perception to see what direction you're going in, but the tunnel. Now, after you're in the tunnel, is there anything you do before you start moving forward?
A pan flute starts playing.
Okay.
What the hell? I'll accompany.
Alright. I
So
want
that-
to take a look. I want to take a look around, make
So
sure
you can have that
no-
nice amplified music pumping out through the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Where are the Pied Pipers?
I want to look around, make sure there's no like stragglers from a search party or something
Outside?
outside and like further in. Make sure like there's no tracks coming in and out from like.
It appears
humanoid.
that they have not discovered this. You know, I mean, you opened the grate. It doesn't look like anyone's been in here in forever.
Gotcha.
So at this point, the cultists have not discovered the entrance to the tunnel.
Why don't we put the grate back so it looks like it's closed?
Yeah, Ibn, can you do that?
Done.
All right. So you make your way about 150 feet. The tunnel ends
I roll
at...
perception in case there's anything in the.
Yeah, the only thing that was in here were rats, and now they're all out laying around the ground. It ends at a closed, what appears to be hatch overhead. There's a ladder that goes up, and there's a hatch.
Does it seem to be locked?
I mean, you don't see a lock on this side.
I'm gonna go and try to push it open slightly.
It appears... I mean, you can't move it. You're just trying to push it.
Alright.
So
Well,
it may be locked on the other side.
Right.
Which would be technically inside the fort, which would make sense.
Yeah. Well, we got a hatch that's not moving right now.
What would you like to do at this point?
Ivory, if you check for traps, I might be able to shoulder it open if it's not too dangerous.
Shit, I am so sorry. I've been like talking and there's been like nothing coming out of my mic because I forgot to push the button.
You just be going, I'm going to do this. And da, 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 da.
I will check for traps.
Da, 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 da.
That's perception, right?
Yes. Doesn't appear to be trapped.
It doesn't appear to be trapped, guys.
Alright.
Just appears to be nicely sealed.
I'll try and force it, just a strength check.
So who's doing that?
Crunch.
So you guys kind of squeeze through each other. You're going up the ladder and you'll go ahead and try to open it. Go ahead.
Sorry, 1 second. This thing's not wanting to roll. Right. 1 moment.
Is it athletics or just pure strength?
Oh, it's just a pure strength check.
There's no way to help him, is there?
No, and that does not succeed. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, he's climbed up a ladder and he's trying to force it up. There's no way to help that. This is just an extremely tight, horrible place.
What is it made out of?
Heavy wood. Iron, reinforced with iron.
Never mind.
All right, let's let the guy with the -1 strength try doing that.
The forever spinning die.
Crap.
I've never seen that in this.
I've seen it before. It's funny when it happens.
We're in a dream, folks.
I'll go ahead and.
What if I climbed up the side of the wall and pushed on the hatch with him?
Again, this is like a one-person wide thing. It's
okay. I didn't hear the one-person wide thing. I just heard the climbed up the ladder part.
Yeah, the whole tunnel was one person wide. So
I
guys-
got it.
You guys are just having some issues here.
I'll give it a shot.
Whoever actually is trained in strength may want to do it because you're going to have the best chance.
Well, I'm trained in athletics.
Or not.
The two people with a +3 and 4 failed.
Go ahead, and the fighter can give another go. So after everybody takes turns going, I'm so freaking weak, you push it up, and you see that it was locked, and there's also shit piled all over it, boxes and stuff. So you push that, and all this stuff goes crashing aside.
I am on the alert.
Let's get up there quick. I'm sure
Honey,
someone
I'm
heard
home.
that.
Hey, I'm surprised there are some people standing around, waiting for us just because, with everyone trying to open it, I'm sure there's plenty of vibrations and so forth.
I'm sure they were confused by the flute too.
Well, I mean, this is still in the lower portion of the keep, and they're kind of preoccupied with a blue dragon attacking them and an invading force at the gate. And when you get up here, it appears that this is like a storage room, and stuff has just been piled on this for a while. Doesn't look like they put stuff here recently. It's more like they forgot about it.
Bunch of just random knickknacks that they didn't really need.
Well, I mean, it just looks like they had boxes piled in this area for God knows how long, and people have probably forgotten that this tunnel was here, this exit tunnel.
Is there any yarn in any of the boxes?
No, there's no yarn in the boxes. I don't think they store yarn. At least not in a keep.
That's my obsession.
Not in a keep. Maybe somewhere in the town, in a building that hasn't been burned.
Well, do we want to try to
Looks
sneak
like there's
sneak
not
through?
crap here.
Well, I mean, your goal was to get to the keep. Do you really want to? You want to look sketchy going through here, or what?
I'm willing to just go, hi, everybody.
Yeah, let's do that.
I agree.
I mean, on the plus side, you're not dressed as cultists right now.
Right.
Me go in front. Me very nice.
Alright, so we're going to do this old school. Let me open the book.
Cringe isn't too bright. He's
So
gonna go in front, and then the humans are gonna see an orc in the middle of a battle.
So everyone is in the storage room at this point. The door's closed. And what do you do?
We're
I
just
walk
gonna
up
walk
to the
out?
door.
Yeah, I was
Cringe
I don't
walks
see
up
why
to the
why
door and
not.
open it and says, "Anybody home?"
Well, you kind of walk out into the courtyard of the keep. And the minute you walk out and say, anybody home, you are welcomed by a lot of crossbows and weapons pointed in your direction.
No.
I put
No
my
shoot,
hands up
Cringe.
in the we mean no harm way.
As opposed to the,
Cringe.
we
Cringe
surrender to
likes
kill
to
you. I says, there's no such thing. Blasted orc.
It's
No,
okay.
Me definitely
not-
nice. These guys vouch for me, right, guys?
We are here to help. We are adventurers, ready to assist.
Roll persuasion, whoever is persuasive.
That would be me. I hope that did it.
Well done.
And failed.
Exactly. Fail.
Right.
Roll initiative. No. That would be awful. Absolutely awful. But, so someone who seems to be in charge steps forward and says, how did you get in here?
We're adventurers. Well, that's what we do.
That doesn't answer my question. How did you get in here?
We took the tunnel.
Look, You see
Cat wink.
sewage? See sewage all over us? And he reached back in his pack. See fresh rat meat? That where we come from. You
That where we come from.
Oh my goodness. I think the orc's going to give me an aneurysm. So, he tells everybody to go back to their stations. And he tells you, do not draw your weapons. Come with me.
Okay.
I
why
sheathe
draw
my
a
weapon.
I not even can draw.
I play a little tune on the pan flute as we go, as we follow them.
Because I think the dragon would not like that. He want to be the first target. And you see a whole lot of, like, burned bodies all around. So you can tell that this dragon's just been having a good old freaking time.
Okay, maybe I put the pan flute away.
Alright. This guy's name. So much easier to look. Alright. So, he asks you, what are you doing here in Greenest?
Well, we were on our way here searching for adventure, and it seems that adventure has found us.
Well, I don't think this is what you had in mind, probably. But
Not exactly, not so much.
when you were on the outside, tell me what you saw out there.
We saw an endless horde of invaders. We tried to find a way around them and discovered the tunnel. We dispatched a scouting party as well.
Says, well, right now, we're spread pretty thin. And this guy introduces himself as Governor Nighthill. He tells you the raiders have isolated the keep from the town with encircling groups of guards, but we haven't organized an attack yet. I think the raiders don't intend to attack the keep. They seem more interested only in looting. The real danger is to the town itself and to the people who didn't make it here. So, if you can, I want you to slip back into the town, help people who are cut off, or harass the raiders, and get as many survivors here as you can. Are you willing to help?
Before me go do that, do you have any wounded here? Need help before go?
Because we have people here that are tending to the wounded.
Yes, we
So,
can certainly help by getting any survivors out there to safety. We can definitely do that and stop any looting as much as we can find.
and
Where?
at this point, someone from up on top of the parapet hollers down, and the guards have spotted a new threat. Raiders are trying to set fire to the town's mill. If it burns, we'll lose our stockpile of flour, and we won't be able to grind more for months. Trying to assemble enough defenders from here in the keep to defend it through the rest of the night, but that will take time. You'd do us a great service if you could get to the mill quickly and drive away the raiders before they can set it aflame. You'll need to defend it until our force arrives to take over, but it shouldn't be more than 15 minutes behind you.
Okay, so to the mill first.
I was gonna tell him show me the way.
Before we leave, do you have anything in ways of healing potions that you'd be able to spare?
Not at this time.
All right.
1 second before we leave.
And I'll tell you where it is on the map. Like I said, I'm not going to try to draw it. So you see on the map where compass rose would be, it says north, and then there's a tree above it, and that tree points to a little building down by the river. That would be the mill.
Okay, convenient.
Out of character, Crinch isn't smart, but he's wise. So that insight check is just to make sure everything's on the up and up. Is this guy trying to hide?
Well, he's not trying to hide anything. He's just trying to save his people.
All right.
Just to double check, the mill is in the bottom right corner, just north of.
The bottom left corner, there's the N on the map, a tree,
I
or
see
looks
it.
like a tree or an arrow or whatever, and it points directly to that.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so I put a pointer on there.
Yeah, I usually do that instead of worrying about drawing.
Yeah, I do the drawing, and it's been screwing me today, so no more drawing.
Yeah.
I mean, the closest I would do at this point is maybe draw an arrow, even though it's pointing the wrong way, but, you know,
Right.
give you the general idea. So yeah, that is the mill.
All right. Hey, yeah, let's go.
All right, so back out the way we came, or out through the front door.
Well, if you go through the front door, you want to go up on the parapets and have a look?
Why
I
not?
think we probably should.
Against my better judgment, yeah.
Guys.
So, all right, is everybody going up on the parapets?
No, me not go. Big ugly dragon fly around. Why don't you go up there and say, "Hey, roast"?
What's everyone want to do? Or
I'm on the
does
parapet.
I'm
Right.
going up.
so you look, and at the front gate, there's a large contingent there, and there's appears to be. See if I can get a picture of this guy. Finding it. It's not battle maps.
Oh, do they have a picture of the invading force?
Oh, they have a picture of. Appears to be leading it.
Oh, pleasant.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I want his armor.
Now, if someone would like to roll, I'll give it perception. If you're up on there, you can go ahead and roll perception. That is not a normal dragon kind. That appears to be a half dragon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a bad right there.
A half dragon, dragonborn.
It's not a dragonborn. It is a half dragon.
Damn.
You know,
What's the other half?
who knows? The other half was unhappy.
Tiefling.
We'll just put it that way. The other half was not happy to be participating in that.
Back, it's a draconian.
All right. Well, we
Okay, so back out the way we came.
There
yeah,
you go.
let's not go that way.
Me try tell you.
Because that's a party.
Yeah.
A pile of fun waiting right there.
There's a big dragon boy over there that we don't want to fight.
All right, so make your way out. How do you plan to get to the mill?
Where exactly are we again?
You are at the keep. So, and then you have the option, you can go out the way you came through that tunnel. No one appears to know it's there, including the people inside there. You tell them that, and they're like, what's his name, Underhill, he's like, I'd forgotten about that, we haven't used it in a long time. We've got a sally port that we can use to get out, but, you can feel free to take whichever exit you want.
Which way would take us closer to the area we need to go?
Sally port's on the backside. If you want to get closer, I mean, where that tunnel leads to the river down there, correct?
Yeah.
That's probably your best bet. Maybe follow the stream to the mill.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that.
That sounds.
Alrighty.
I need to turn this push to talk thing off. I thought it would be good for you guys, but it's just bad for me.
I was trying to use push to talk the other day when I was running, and Discord I like Discord and I don't like Discord. It's like a love-hate relationship. And even when you close it out, you log out properly, you close it out, there are always instances left open on your computer. And if you don't go in and close those instances out, when you reopen it, it won't automatically update.
Yeah.
So I could not get push to talk to work. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out. Finally had my son come in, even though I'm like, I can't think there's anything that I didn't think of. And he's like, well, check and see if you have instances open. And that's what it was. So I closed it, it updated, and then magically push to talk worked. But then I put it on, and I kept forgetting to push to talk.
As a DM, it's hard because you need to just be able to always constantly talk.
Yeah, so I just turned it off, and I'm just like, all right. And a couple people I always make run push to talk, because the one guy, every time he talks, he ends his sentence with a that's his period, and it drives me insane. So I force push to talk on him.
The worst.
And I'm just like, either you go push to talk, or I'm gonna make you go push to talk. And if you can't live with that, then you're just fucking gone. Right. I can't stand that. Not in my ears all the time.
That would be a deal breaker for me, I think. I don't know if I could deal with it.
No. And it's somebody I know. He plays on Wednesdays at the store where we play, and he plays with us. I don't like to be mean. I don't think we all know him in person. I don't think anybody likes him, but I let him play because I don't want to be mean. He's just some dumb kid. He's not a kid. He's like 28 years old, but to me, he's just some dumb kid. So I try to be nice, but I draw the nice line at a sniffle as a period.
I can't stand sniffles. As a teacher, if someone's gonna be sniffing in my classroom, while I'm trying to teach, I'm gonna have a box of tissues that I put on their desk and say, "Don't suck it into your brain below your nose."
I've been doing it for a month. It's like, dude, be a doctor or something. Take some allergy pills. Just fucking do something.
It's leprosy.
I guess.
Get on you.
I had an allergy cough for 10 months this year. And finally, I'm taking so many drugs, it's gone. Except for once in a while when I cough randomly. But it used to be I talk 3-4 words and I'd start coughing from freaking allergies. And it was driving me nuts. And it's tough when you're the DM and you're talking all the time in every campaign you're playing in.
You should have ran a campaign where everybody was an asthmatic from smog or something. Yeah,
that would have been perfect, Why is everything coughing? Because that's how I wrote it, so screw you. Excuse me. All right, so you make your way out through the tunnel. When you come out of the tunnel, I'm going to ask again, what do you do as you exit the tunnel?
Shut it.
Not a bad idea.
Now, would you like to do anything else? Because you kind of uncovered it when you entered it.
Is there any way we could like cover it with like a bush or something?
I mean, it was behind brush in the first place, and you cleared it to get to it.
Yeah, I kind of want to try to cover it up, make it look like no one bothered it.
Okay. So, tell me exactly what you're doing.
Be creative.
Not as far as the tunnel anymore.
Just like moving like a bunch of like leaves, twigs, as just much stuff as I can over top of it, to where it looks like it's not like
Okay.
almost naturally falling.
I'm going to assume that's all good. How are you going to make your way to the mill at this point? You have the map in front of you, right?
Okay, where did we come out of the tunnel? Like, where is it again?
So,
Entrance to the tunnel.
here you go. I'm going to...
It's that little W part
Okay.
on
Right there where the arrow's pointing is where you came out.
Okay, and am I oriented enough to know that I need to be going to the west?
Well, when the couple of people got up on top of the parapets, they saw that the stream heading to the west would take you there. I mean, it winds around. And I'll even be nice. I mean, the raiding parties are going into the houses in the village. So, you see what part of the stream goes. I mean, there are a couple of parts of the stream that go close.
Quick question. How steep are the banks? Like, if we were right down by the stream, if somebody was just looking, would they not see us because we're behind the banks, or is it like almost?
I mean, the banks are not. It's not a river. It is literally like a kind of wide stream. So the banks aren't really steep. It may go down 2-3 feet. I mean, people may even mistake this tunnel, if they found it, for a drainage tunnel.
Gotcha.
All right, so how about if we cross the river and follow it until we hit that little road there, and then take the road over to the mill?
Okay, so
Anybody else want to think that's a good idea?
you mean like to here and then go along that road? Is that what you're saying? Where I drew the circle?
That sounds good. Sure.
I
Okay.
feel like we should get to there and then investigate what that spot looks like before we continue on.
Yeah, let's
Okay, fair
let's
enough.
crouch behind that building once we get over there and kind of around before we go.
You just have to remember, I mean, the map itself is not like a normal map. You've got, each square is close to 75, 80 feet, it looks like. So, I mean, it's a large area you're looking at.
Yeah, the other thing to keep in mind is that we are not a quiet crew. I think there's 2 of us in heavy armor that clink, 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 clink on every step. So.
Well, I could sneak up ahead and see and then come back if we wanted to stop. I don't know how to make a circle.
Separating the party is my favorite. So.
So if
We're
you guys
not
wanted to stop,
the
like,
party. Just a few of us are just going a little
and
more.
then I can go up like 20 feet and like do Lexi's.
Here's my idea. Cross the river to behind that little shack right there, and we all wait right there while she can scout. So, I mean, at least
Right
we'll be
there?
out of sight, and yeah, right in that area, or even we could stay in the woods a little bit. As long as we're not moving, I mean, plate mail doesn't, or chain mail doesn't make any noise as long as you don't move. We'll just stand there and wait while she scouts, but we can still see her in case something happens.
Yeah, makes plenty of noise when you move.
Yeah, that sounds like a decent idea.
If
Well,
something happens, I'll just pretend to be a kitty in armor.
But luckily,
You'll pretend to be a 5 foot, 6 foot kitty in armor.
if we don't move, then
Just ignore the giant mutant cat.
Performance check.
You'll roll another 1. It'll be horrible. Today is the day of 1s.
no, it's an orangutan. Kill it.
All right. So we'll go with your plan. You make your way down the river, and then you're cutting through the woods, correct? Over to the bend where she had placed a marker there.
Yes.
All right, so you're going to stay, if I got it correct, you're going to stay in the woods. She's going to cut across the stream and then try to reconnoiter where that small house is.
Right.
All right, so I won't make you make checks through there. Once you get up to the edge, everybody can go ahead and make a stealth check, but since you're trying to get quietly to the edge of the green area, the green belt.
Oh, nope.
So you guys you're like, I'm being quiet. Clang, clang. Banging your swords and all this kind of crap as loud as you can. Let's do a roll. So, fortunately for you, there is no one there at this time. Now, at this point, would the cat like to try to sneak across the water that she loves being in?
It's actually not one of my faults. I don't have to be my fault is something else, not that that I'm afraid of water.
I call lies. You're still going to sit there at the end of the night and lick all that water off because you're disgusted. You're gonna be like a really pissed off cat going, I can't take this anymore. I've acted brave in front of these people all day. Okay, so you are stealthy and make your way across.
Silent cat.
You do not see... nothing is happening here. I mean, these buildings, the houses and stuff, look like they've already... I mean, this is the way in the town, so you figure these goblins and everything probably came in and ransacked this area first.
All right. I gesture with my arms to my party to come across the water.
You're not going to yell across, it's clear!
Like I'm hailing an airplane, doing that motion.
Okay.
Guys, I don't know what she means.
You're sitting there going, caw, caw.
Cringe says as he goes and starts swimming across in his armor because he's a boss.
All right.
So you see Crench dive on his stomach in like 18 inches of water and swim across. What do the rest of you do?
I'm just gonna walk.
And I will as well.
Exactly.
They're gonna walk what?
I figured it was at least a little bit deeper. Oh,
No, I'm walking at the same pace, You're just going, you're doing a good job.
He does it. He is swimming very well in this shallow water.
Cringe inspecting the flora and fauna.
I mean, that is, what is it, innate intelligence? That's truly coming out.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And
All right, so
Smith is rolling while the rest of us are just walking on by.
from this point,
Galaxy Quest reference.
where are you going to go?
Do we want to just take the main road or kind of hug the river some more?
Again, the river's going to delay us. If we just take the road, we'll get straight there.
Yeah, at this point where we're at, the forest is between us and most of the rest of the town. And he said this looks fairly clear. So if we followed the river, what we'd do is we'd come back and we'd be in sight. They'd all be like, hey, who are those assholes by the creek?
Hey, with the assholes by the creek. Yeah, I think we should just take the road, guys.
All right.
Hey, who are those assholes by the creek?
That's exactly what they're going to say. All right.
So from what I've seen, all of these cultists have like a cloak, like signifying like who they're to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get to the crossroads, and Without warning, 5 humans dash out from between 2 buildings on your left. A limping man and 3 children race across the street into more shadows. A woman carrying a round shield and a broken spear turns and faces back in the direction from which they came. 8 kobolds stream out of the alley on the family's heels and fan out around the woman, who looks determined to delay the creatures for as long as possible.
I jump in and slash it with one of the kobolds with my rapier
Alright.
without.
Yeah,
A
I can't
second
let this
thought.
go down. I have to get in there too.
I wanted to
So-
launch a javelin.
Let's have a look and see if they have a map for me here, because they're not making my life easy.
I
Yep.
doubt it.
I doubt it, he says.
You can readily imagine that just as everywhere else, this map's going to look the same as everywhere else.
It's gonna be a nice lake.
And a bunch of trees. And
There's a lot of
green.
lakes in this world, guys.
Yes.
Let's see if there's one that's not tunnels or something in here.
Yeah, it's Minnesota.
I'm pretty sure there is one that says there's like a street view.
Yeah, I found a street. Let's use it. So,
All right.
everyone roll for initiative.
In it, though.
Yay!
Oh, I got good initiative now.
Yeah, there goes my 20.
See, it was those damn dice.
Wait.
All right, so
Alright, since I'm last, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I think I have to place a grid on here. Close enough for government.
Did you hear me, honey? While you're up, will you get me another cup of coffee? Thank you.
It'd be really great if that wasn't out of character. Like right there, she's about to stab a kobold. Quick, get me coffee.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Cat's gotta have her caffeine.
All right, so
I'm
if they
tablets and whatnot.
this was fully prepped the way it should be, it would all be on the map.
There's not a lake, but there is a little fountain well thing.
Drop the kobolds on here. I'll start dropping you.
I would like to be set down gently, please.
I can make well, you'll land on your feet.
Yeah. Instead of you dropping me, I'm gonna jump out of your arms.
Jump out of the arms of God. She comes flying down. The kobolds shit themselves. Flying cat from space, run!
All right, so you were up front. Who was behind you? We'll assume fighter and paladin, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll jump in there for sure.
I think Austin said that he went to.
If you want to make those guys flank, then I could be in the middle there, so easy healing access to everyone.
All those guys. So let's show you the mess that exists here.
Excellent.
So the L is the chick with the shield and spear. Down below, C that I just moved looks like probably a father and 3 children, and they're running south.
Child swift. I love it.
Not swift enough. All right.
Thank you, baby.
Quest is at bat.
All right. Quest is charging in. Rapier drawn. 1, 2, 3. by kobold.
Almost did another massive spin again.
Right?
That will hit.
Woohoo! Max damage.
Instant death.
First kill.
You know what? His friends aren't going to like that because that was their cousin.
And
They're
no one
all
liked him anyway.
cousins.
Kobolds are just funny. Come on.
All right, we went. Oop, that was not my character. Hang on, put it back. There we go. I know how to do.
There's a lot of running back and forth. We're confused.
We're confused.
You don't know what's happening.
So there's only one named child.
Yeah, they're all swift. They, these are simple folk.
The named child is not a child; it's the dad.
Well, they're just like there's a high mortality rate, so they'll name them when they become teenagers.
I mean, makes sense.
All right, Ivory is at bat.
I just did. I killed the kobold. with
Yeah,
my
she
weapon.
already took her turn.
Let me.
Even when you can see my dice, you still can't see my dice.
No, I have. You know how it is when you're running this. I have so much crap
I'm-
piled here.
I'm just making jokes. I make jokes a lot, whether they're funny or not. I
I-
think I'm funny. Others may not. It doesn't matter because I think I'm funny.
That's all that matters, right?
Yep. I mean, that's the beauty of Fantasy Grounds is everything's easy, and the downside is as a GM, I have like 45 windows open
Right.
inside of it. All right, so
Austin
why-
puts his across 2 monitors.
Yeah, I was about to say it's why I love having 2 screens because I just stretch it across both of them.
well, see, I've got 2 monitors, but I've got my main game monitor, then the other one I have to monitor like the stream, the player map to make sure that everybody's seeing it the way that they should, and
So when you get your
Yeah.
3rd monitor, you can have it stretched across 2 monitors and then have your 3rd screen be everybody else.
yes, exactly. That's when I've got one of those wide panoramic monitors, so I'm going to put that above everything else and then have 2 normal monitors down below.
Nice.
And I have the wall
Anybody
mount
here-
sitting there.
We both have 2 monitors, but I don't know how to set up a 3rd monitor.
It's going to come down to your graphics card.
I don't know what my computer has. His is he built himself, but I bought mine pre-built. I just looked up.
So she is going to go towards the ones that are heading towards her children and attack that one. Let's see if she can kill it. That's a miss. She's a scrub. All right.
All right, I'm going to charge in here and see if I can run this thing through. Oh, I hit it.
But you didn't kill it. All right, Crench.
Me kill you, stilly deliverance, kobolds. Squeal like pigs, you. Alright, I'm using my aggressive trait so that's a bonus action that move. I still have another move if I think I need it or whatever. How do I target these guys ranged?
It's always going to be control click on whoever you want to target.
You can also click and drag apparently, which I find is really fun.
Yeah, I like dropping the dice on them, but it all works.
I didn't know about that, and now it's really fun for me to do it.
Yeah, that's what I do all the time. It makes my life easier. Unless you're doing like a area of effect spell, then you want to target everybody, and then everybody saves, drops off, and then the damage just applies. It just depends what you're doing.
Sorry, it's taking me just a second because I hadn't had my ranged weapon down on the bar.
That's fine. I'm trying to find this auto center and turn it off.
Make sure you add ammunition to it, otherwise it'll say attacking without ammo.
Well, thank you. It's good to know.
That'll hit.
Squeal.
Squeak. It's like that one weapon in Diablo, the pig sticker.
Yeah.
The orange text is just squeal. You know, I wasn't this much of a dork before I met you.
And you didn't kill him either.
Debatable.
All right, Sesame.
Is Lillian Swift's friendly?
Yes.
Okay, she just shows up as an enemy, so I wanted to verify.
I don't know why she shows up as an enemy, but let's fix that.
And these children, I'm guessing, are friendly as well.
Well, you know, they're children. They can go either way.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do whatever.
If
Then
you
I
know
want to
children,
attack
they're not
all of
usually
the
that
children.
We'll say the children are neutral. Neutral evil.
Me think those children came from corn. No trust.
I'll shoot the kobold in the back then.
Willow's using a branch like a quarterstaff against Anya.
All right.
Wondering what that yelp was.
So the dad get in between the kids and the kobolds. He's got a club in his hand. Apparently, the wife wears the pants in the family because she has a shield and spear.
I was wondering that when he was down with the kids instead of fighting the kobolds like the mom.
Well, you see, he missed. He missed even worse than the mom did, so that's why she has the spear.
Right?
Alright. So I can't make it to any of them, but I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to launch a javelin at one.
Go for it.
Minimum damage.
Minimum damage.
Yes, Guido, children are dicks.
Quick question. Can I use my held move action now?
Have you acted already in this turn?
Yeah, but I did I have an ability called aggressive that lets me do a move as a bonus action. So I still have my regular move left. And I was saying that when I did it, I was like, so that way I still have my regular move left.
Yeah, you can't hold a move action.
Yeah, 5e is weird. The only thing you can hold is like an attack action or a certain like action.
Oh crap! I'm sorry. Can I go ahead? He would have moved after the shot. Can I do that? I'll know that for the future.
We'll let it go this time.
Thank you guys.
All right, where is Kobold 1? Oh, who do they want to pick? Who does Kobold 1 want to pick on? Question.
To attack or not? Is it to attack? That is.
I don't want to be a total dick, but I kind of have to. So,
Oh, Neo.
going to attack the mom.
It's an NPC. It's all right.
Madre.
It's never okay. Watch him fucking crit. That'll hit.
Look out.
I know.
Well, she's not dead.
Poor mama.
Apparently,
You're
mom's
doing
tough.
fine.
You know what? Let's let the dice decide. 1, 2 is mom. 3, 4 is dad. Oh, screw mom.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh.
Come on,
No.
Mama. Don't die, Mama. Hang in there.
She is dying. She drops.
Oh no.
Kobold 3. Did I not drop Kobold 3 on the map? 8,
Kobold.
1, 5, and 3 hasn't been hit, so he magically pops up. Bam!
He
Alright.
was using invisibility.
Yeah, he was.
His
He-
time ended.
He is a very magical kobold.
He's a wizard kobold.
He is. He is the king of the kobolds. And there's absolutely no difference between him and a normal kobold, which makes it more amusing.
He's got a funny
He's
hat.
the one with the greatest intimidation.
He
So
is.
all the others kind of fell in line.
Yeah, they're all like, we must follow him. He's
scary.
magic. Magic.
Me shiny,
Attack.
you not.
He's going to attack Dad. Is-
Poor kids. Just watch their mom.
We're about to have a bunch of fucking orphans running around here.
Well, you've always got lay on hands. I'm not going to make the civilians die auto.
I've got
Yeah.
healing word.
I'll run up and do a point to him.
A point. Get out of here. Go.
These are like worst kobolds ever. The children all go through this. They are neutral evil. In fact, they're probably closer to chaotic evil.
Yeah.
Bye, Mom and Dad. We hated you anyway. Not grounded anymore. You're dead.
You're dead. Oh my
Assuming
God.
mom and dad are alive and get the turn, I'm gonna spare the dying them. But we'll see.
All right, so what's it called? Quest is believing himself to be a great warrior since he just one-shot a kobold. So here goes everything.
Your dice have been spinning a lot.
Yep.
I
I'm
have
not
a
complaining.
question
I've
for
been hitting.
you, DM.
Apparently that color is like the top dice. They're like just like a little top.
I have a question for you.
Maybe I have an answer.
So in other campaigns, I've been allowed to like dual wield, but the second one doesn't get the bonus to the damage, the +3.
That's
Is
correct.
that's how you do? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is in the rules. So
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was like a real rule and not just like because I don't know.
yeah.
Everybody has their own rules. And
Well, I
wanted
mean,
to make
it's
sure.
not like Pathfinder where you get screwed for dual wielding, where you're like -4, -6 on your 2 hits,
Yeah.
and then there's all this other crap that's piled in. So, it's just you don't get the modifier on your offhand unless you're a monk.
Okay.
Although if you take the Jabillion feats, then you can become wicked awesome.
You can, but then you don't get the modifiers for your stats. So you can do all this stuff, but you're doing less. It's a catch-22.
Okay, and then I had one DM make it so I can only attack the same thing twice, but I had another say as long as they're both within 5 feet, I could attack 2. How do you do that?
I really don't care who you attack. I mean, if you want to attack Kobold 8 and then Ibn on the offhand attack, that's fine with me.
I just wanted to make sure before I tried to start using that and then do something that one says it's okay and then not do it right for the I like to make sure of the rules.
I mean, you could. Why are those guys suddenly moving?
Quest moved.
Yeah, but why was
Piece.
okay? Just making sure.
Wait.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can
Quest is the one that looks like Satan.
if you
Yeah.
let's go through this real quick. So let's say you attack Kobold 8 with your main hand. You hit it and you kill him. You still have movement and an offhand attack left. So you could kill him, then move in his place, take your offhand attack on Kobold 4. You could leave 4 and 3 to Ibn, move over to Kobold 1 and attack that. You don't lose any of your movement or your attacks on you after you've attacked. There are systems where you move, you attack, you're done. So you wouldn't be able to do more movement to finish with attacks you have left. This is not one of those systems.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure the rules, because everybody does them differently, and I didn't want to...
Well, I mean, they shouldn't be. Those are the rules. I mean, if they're house ruling and doing that, then, I mean, that's their thing. But I play a lot of Adventures League, and it's strict rules. So when I play, I'm playing by strict rules, how they are.
Cool. And,
Exactly, raw.
How do you handle weapon switching?
So it doesn't take an action. If you're going to switch weapons and don't want to get screwed by doing it, drop the weapon and you get the free draw. But then you have to take an action to pick it up.
Okay. So I can't like sheath and draw one with my bonus action, or...
Yeah, but that would take up everything.
Oh, that would take up everything?
Yeah.
Sheathing and drawing with the bonus action.
That's why you're usually best to drop and draw an attack.
Okay, would I be able to draw both daggers from my boots with that?
I'll let you do it.
Okay, then I'll drop my rapier and draw my daggers.
Go for it.
And then, nope.
There's that one! You're going for a record in ones today.
It's 4 so far.
Are you going to attack with your offhand?
Yes, please.
Is a 1 coming? You hit! So this won't get your damage modifier.
Why doesn't it say hit? Just out of curiosity. Look, it just says attack at Kobold 8.
Might have made some change that... Because I clicked something, because my map was doing auto center. Let me see if I click something. Because it did flip weird when I clicked. So let's see, that would be under combat. It did hit, so go ahead and roll your d4.
Oh, no.
And I will just apply the d4 to him.
Okay.
4 damage, and that was on Kobold 8, I assume?
Yeah. If he's not dead, I would like to use my sneak attack.
Sneak attack!
Is he still alive?
He magically became invisible. So
Okay.
he's dead.
I wasn't looking at the map.
Now you do have move action. Would you like to use that?
Yes, please. I'm gonna move right here.
All right. So let me see. I bet this is what happened. I think that's what happened. It must roll down and that off. All right. You know what? We'll make her make a death save. How about that? She fails!
Oh no!
Not a dying NPC! No!
Alright, let's see if we can clear some of these out.
The bark was inspiration.
Hoorah!
Alright, so
I hope
that...
he was undamaged originally.
He was not.
Alright, next turn. French.
Good attack.
All right, let's see here.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to do an ejection. Game ejection! All right. Game ejection. She's gone.
All right. Of the two NPCs there, are any of them actually dying right now, or has one of the other been stabilized?
Should be able to see the dots on them. So the L, because she's got that gray, she is screwed. The dad has not been hit. So it just depends who you want to take care of.
All right, so the one with the gray, if I go up and spare the dying her, then she'll stabilize?
Yes.
All right, that's what I'm...
I love having all my allies in such close combat with my enemies.
And it doesn't have a way for it to cast itself on this one.
Just declare it. I mean, there's a way to do it, but it doesn't really do anything. It's just one of those things. If you want to waste the time to program in so that you have a thing that creates an effect, then that's fine. But that's just, it's one of those things. If you want to go in, your character is what, a cleric? So you could go in, download the level 20 cleric and see how he set up those effects, and then throw them on your character. I think that's that Trenlow guy. I don't know which one it is on there.
So yeah, if you could just stabilize her then. But yeah, that's my turn there.
Yeah, I'll leave her. Wait. I'll leave her at unconscious. Let me see if there is a... Well, there's a stable effect. Let's do that. She's stable.
And then, all right, so first move would be my aggressive move, moving towards the enemy. Then I'll use my normal movement to step back a little ways here.
Alright, so you were leaving his attack radius?
Yeah, I figured I might take an attack him up, but I'd rather be back here and be in the middle of things depending on what goes on so I can...
Alright, so he is going to try to slap you. Kobold 1. He does slap you. Deals 3 damage. And
that not even hurt, girly kobold.
Like an open, gashing paper cut, but you know.
I will seal this with your innards after I kill you and stuff.
Like a big paper cut from a dagger. That's exactly what it is. All right, Sesam.
I'll kill. Let's see. I'll try to kill Kobold 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, the minute you say "I'll kill," you're gonna miss, and there you go. You missed. You jinxed yourself. All right. The dad is rather pissed. His wife is on the ground. Let's see if he can bludgeon this kobold. No, he cannot. All right.
Alright. I can actually move up to him now. I'm gonna move right here and smack 5 with my flank. I tried.
Or not.
It was worth a shot, man.
Tried my best.
Your best was not enough! Alright, so Kobold 1.
wearing adamantine or something.
Kobold 1 does not like cats. See how much he doesn't like cats. Apparently, he hates cats.
He doesn't like cats a lot. Best part is she's not here to see it.
6 damage. Max damage with a dagger. That's how much he hates cats.
Wow.
That's some serious cat hatred. Alright. Kobold. Dad stepped up to the plate. Oh god. Dad might be dying in a second here. Dad is screwed. Oh, Dad is dead. He is dead.
Sorry, kids.
Do the heart.
We did heal Mom.
Yes. They still have a mom. They're probably better off with Mom because Dad was apparently a wuss.
And we can always search through the pockets for loose change since he's completely dead.
That's their inheritance.
Chaotic neutral.
That is their inheritance. That would be rather mean.
No, I was meaning it as a reference from The Princess Bride.
That's right. Alright. That's a miss. Only the kids are gonna say screw you. Now we're really not grounded. Dad's dead.
We're gonna run off and join the Kobold Circus.
We're gonna go join the cult. We have the C in their name, so we'll just change it from child to cultist. There's spare robes laying around. That's a miss.
And then they come running back after us once they get their robes. You're initiated. Get them.
Go kill those people.
Actually, what's it called? I wanted to try to stab him with a dagger as well, on an offhand weapon, or can I not do that while wielding a rapier on the one hand?
The rapier is not a weapon, a light weapon, is right.
Ah, shoot. Okay, never mind.
Right.
Yeah,
Which I disagree with because when you look up rapier, it's described as a light weapon. It's the definition of a light weapon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to try to dual wield rapiers.
I allow that.
You do?
Yeah. Because I disagree. Here's the thing. Do you want to know why they...
I used my bonus action to cast Healing Word.
I love you.
This is the reason why Mike Merles said that you could not dual wield rapiers. Because dual wielding, he didn't want you to roll more than a d6. Now this is the same guy who, when asked combat questions, said, I don't do math. Yet, he's lead game designer on this game, which means he should be able to do math. So,
Besides, there's-
you should never say, talk to Chris Perkins because I don't do math. No, you need a new job if you don't do math.
And there's historical precedent, Florentine style.
Well, there's precedent in previous versions you could dual wield with a rapier. It makes sense. It's a light weapon.
Oh yeah, but I was just saying. I mean, like, if
Yeah, but you're again talking about a guy who's probably never fenced or done anything like that, so he wouldn't know.
Whale, you made me a very happy person. Cat, I guess. You made me a very happy kitty.
Yeah, that's the one house rule I always do because I think it's bullshit.
quick question, because is that a feat or something, or can you always cast Healing Word as a bonus?
Healing Word is always a bonus action.
Yeah,
Well, shit, I would have done that.
it just burns a spell slot, but it's a bonus action.
Yeah, in the casting time of the spell itself, it says bonus action.
Dang. But I killed one. Well, not one. I killed one of them when it's still alive.
So, yeah, enjoy your dual wielding with your rapiers. Ibn, you're at bat.
No go.
You and this kobold are just in a whirlwind of wasted time up there.
I love mini fights like that where the fighter and someone else are off fighting another guy and they just can't hit each other.
And you're fighting one of the most pathetic enemies in freaking D&D history, and neither of you can hit.
Right?
You know?
Not to do these things, but you can hit.
Yeah, it's hilarious. All right, Crench.
That was out of character. Okay. I just kind of say out loud, is anybody hurt badly?
Other than dead dad,
I mean, I'm talking.
I think the cat is rather wounded.
No, she got healed.
She got healed. All right, so she's less than rather wounded.
What about Ibn?
I could use healing.
My mic was muted.
All right, I will.
And you're not even
go
pushed to
here.
talking right now.
I know I muted my mic so that I could talk without like being obnoxious, and then it didn't. There were reasons I muted my mic, but yeah, I was trying to say I was fully healed.
Well, that was lame, but there you go.
Thank you, good orc.
Well, it's better than 0.
Absolutely.
All right, that's him.
The anti-Moses.
That hits.
Just dark, not anti.
Poor Kobold 1. Everyone liked him. All right. Dad is still dead.
Nice.
All
One
right.
person got it anyway.
That'll hit.
How dare you kill my friend I just met?
Damn, he just exploded.
My friend I just met.
My friend I met that I don't care about. Oh my god!
Well, we saved the
And thus
kids.
it continues.
Wow.
All right, all of us just gather around in a circle. We aren't gonna help.
You're just gonna stand there and go, "We're rooting for whoever wins!" Kobold, if you win, you can join us.
Ibn, that's your new character.
Well, to be fair, that is the Kobold King.
That Kobold is invincible.
Yeah,
All right, just to confirm, so I made a dagger offhand, so that's okay. I can use an offhand dagger with my rapier.
Go for it.
Right.
All right. Alrighty then. Well,
The only difference is on the damage roll for the offhand, you don't get your dex modifier.
Exactly.
yeah, I fixed that. So that was the rapier, and here is the dagger.
I mean,
What?
technically, if you're doing rapier dagger, it's pretty close to fighting main gauche, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. It says that he's dying but not dead. Can I go ahead and spare the dying him real quick so we can?
No, he had 2 hit points and he exceeded his total, so he's just dead. He was at like -4 or 5, so that is just freaking dead.
You've crushed my dreams of having a pet kobold.
Oh, the Kobold? Yeah, he's dead too. But Dad's dead too. Bye, Dad.
Alright. So
The kids are yelling, "Don't heal her! Grounded!"
Kill the mom? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm gonna go get the kids.
The little brats.
I'm gonna go pick up my javelin.
Oh, I'm gonna pick up my rapier as well. But after I get the kids. I'm gonna get the kids first and then pick up my rapier because I don't want the kids to run away.
Let me see, because there's something with this. I'm going to keep this streets map. Might have to use streets again.
Yeah, that's just one of those that I like. The really basic maps I keep on my hotbar at all times. I usually have it in the one that the hotbar that appears when you hold shift.
Guys, you want me heal lady? will use the rest of my magic till later.
You already stabilized her, didn't you?
Yes, she not gonna die, but she also not gonna wake up and tell us
I can use a point of if you guys think we really need information from her, we can I can use a point of my healing.
anything. At the very least, then she can walk away and go deal with
Kick
her
him for
demon
change.
spawn.
Yeah. I'll dump 1 point of healing into her.
Okay. Puts her at 7. Unconscious.
Come back here, you spawn. Tend to mother thing.
Tend to mother things.
All right, so she asks you guys who you are. She kind of seems upset.
Well, her husband just died. Understandable.
Well, should we come up with a group name, guys?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
5 friends and an orc.
Shots fired.
The freaking arc.
I vote something with yarn.
The raining yarn.
The yarn keepers.
The yarn. I like that. The yarn
The,
keepers.
the tellers of tall yarns.
That's what I was gonna say. A good yarn.
A good yarn. Yeah, I'm game for that.
I'm game
Yes,
for
we a good yarn. Me Crench. Who you?
She tells you her name. It's what is it? Linen doesn't have a last name. Doesn't appear. Linen Kuth, I guess.
What kind name that?
No,
I thought it was Swift.
Linen Swift. There you go. And she says we're trying to make our way to the keep, and we got waylaid by these kobolds. Can you? She asks you to help her dead husband, one of the houses over here, so that he doesn't get molested by the kobolds on their way out of town, and then she's going to try to get her children into the keep.
Of
You
course
not
would.
too swift. Dead, but me drag him in house. He goes over, grabs him by a leg, and starts dragging him to the nearest.
Yeah, I grab a few more limbs and help.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, Orc
Got this.
is just like has no common sense.
Well, it's just silly human thing. Once dead. They don't care if kobolds eat them. They don't care about anything. If we leave him here, he'll decompose. Help nature.
Well,
But,
she would like to bury him properly, at the local temple after these things have left.
All right. Well, Crench keeps helping to carry the guy into another house at the same time, kind of shaking his head and muttering things about stupid.
And then she goes over and grabs one of her children by the ears and tells the rest of them to follow, tells them to ground it again for running off.
Yeah, we make sure to tell her about the back way into the keep, not the tunnel, but the other exit, so that way they don't have to go through the Hoard.
Yeah.
Okay. I think her plan was to make way to the Sally port in the rear.
Yeah, that's
the one.
If it's open.
Crench looks over at the children and is like, "You lucky you only grounded. See what you did? You killed your own father because you not swift. Learn a lesson."
I slap him and say, "Don't listen to him."
What are you flirting with me?
Oh, he's the orc is.
I'm just gonna wrap an arm around you and be like, "Come on, let's go."
He just thinks it's
Yeah,
like a
'cause to an orc,
Klingon
that's
mating
like,
ritual. All right,
I wash my hands in the creek.
that's probably a good idea, even though you know where he's been.
He was in the creek Oh,
All
Creek-
right.
Let's keep
creek
going.
clean, I check.
So,
is the
you do
group
that,
good yarn, or what was
the-
it again?
Yeah, the good yarn.
All right.
I'm putting that into my faction.
You make your way the rest of the way to the mill. Let's see. Before you get to the mill, I'll ask this question. Is there anything you would like to do?
Oh, that's a smart idea, isn't it? Make a sandwich for myself, I guess. I don't
Again, stealth not my go-to, so
I don't know. I'm fully healed, guys.
See, she gets the idea.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to rest, but time is of the essence, apparently. So
who's barely hurt? Ibn, you have a paper cut, right?
He has a
Yeah,
paper cut.
I can go for sure.
Okay. Do you want me to use my last little bit of laying on hands on you, or should I wait to see if someone dies and needs an ambulance?
Oh, I would wait for an ambulance for sure.
Okay.
All right.
yeah, I'm a little bit hurt too, but I'm not going to waste any magic.
So you approach the mill. Map.
Doubt it.
Bastards.
It'd be too easy.
See if we can find something that looks like a mill. Probably asking for too much.
I don't think there's any of the pre-generated maps on Fantasy Grounds that have a building.
Yeah, I know it. I'm thinking maybe in any of the others possible. Take a look at. No. No. I think what I'm going to end up having to do is go in and make some maps for some of these.
Fantasy Grounds just assumes we all take our fights outside like polite people.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I usually make just basic maps for when using Fantasy Grounds, because especially in modules, they don't give you a lot. They give you the main set pieces, and then the side missions they don't really care about.
Yeah, well, they give you the maps that are basically in the module. And if you want anything else, I mean, I've got programs to make maps with, and I'll use those for the maps. But it's just, it's just additional time.
Well, hell,
Yeah.
just use this one we got up and just draw some circles and shit where stuff's in the way. And
Oh,
rock and
but
roll.
don't forget, I can't draw anything. Because I'll crash again. All right, let's see what other battle maps there are, because this thing is side. You know what? We'll go with this one. Bingo, bango, bongo. So you make it to the mill. What would you like to do?
I would say we should probably set up a perimeter because we're supposed to be keeping it, kosher. Around it,
All right. What do we see first off?
So you see the mill is a building roughly 40 feet long, 20 feet wide. Looks like there's an attached exterior office. There are barn doors on the side of the building away from the stream. And two short walls with windows, but all these openings are closed, including the windows. They have the shutters inside closed.
All right.
So that's a general lay.
What do you guys think we should do?
We're just supposed to protect it, right?
Right.
Well, there's supposed to be a horde heading that direction, and stop the horde and hold the area.
Yeah. Should we even bother trying to go inside, or check and make sure there's nothing inside first and then come out?
Check.
I think that's probably the best idea.
Yeah, or we could possibly barricade from the inside too. Depending.
Well,
Well,
we're trying to protect the mill so it doesn't get like lit on fire or anything, so that they can have their grain. If we just are trying to save our lives, we probably shouldn't come down here. So I feel like we should just keep an eye on the outside, so that in case someone like comes with torches, they don't burn down the mill.
Yeah, I guess set up a perimeter around there, and see what we can.
Well, we should check to see if there's any inside as well.
yeah, I'm gonna check the inside to make sure. No, if there's any civilians in there, tell them to stay put or leave if we see a chance.
Me
I'd
come
almost
with in
assume that
case you
there's
need
some
healing.
inside.
Also,
shining light from inside.
me look for some manchevits.
I'm not good at making loud noises. I think somebody should stay outside and keep guard in case the horde gets here.
I'll stay outside.
All right, so let me pull everybody onto the. All right, close enough. I was able to scribble a map here.
I like the fact that in your Twitch stream, the client you're in doesn't know common, so when we type in common, it just looks like random gibberish.
Yeah, it's saying exactly what that guy sees since he understands nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Outside map, but
Oh, that's a nice map.
a shitty drawing. So the two slashes are the double doors going in. Whoever is going in, get up next to the doors. Whoever's staying outside, set yourself in a group away.
Well, I'll stay out here if the other two people that can heal are going inside. So in case there's something out.
I'm only going inside for just a minute to search everything and make sure that there's no one inside, and then leave. Come back outside with you guys.
Since it is a Jewish mill, bring me back some Manchevitz wine and a couple things of unleavened bread.
Oh, it's all mine.
All right, so you open the doors.
Open.
Yes, we do.
And going in. Oh, you're going to like this. Probably not.
Kobolds pop out of the grain.
The dragon's actually in the barn.
As you get in, there's a loft above. What that crappy line is. Oops. Put him there. And unfortunately, surprise attack.
What's G?
And fireball.
No.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, no. Not so much, no.
Yeah, I almost killed my party in my other campaign because I reminded the DM that by accident that his druid that he made could cast lightning bolt, and we were all standing in a line, and he went, "Yeah, you're right," and I went, "Ah, shit, sorry."
That's always how it goes. I do love when a group stands in line for me. Alright, so from above, you see 4 guys stand up over the rail and lob spears at you. And I'm going to spread the love.
Can my immediate response be screaming at the guys outside?
Sure.
Oh, there's people inside!
There's people inside.
One. Second one. Sorry about that.
Ow!
No, you're not.
Well, a little bit. Third one.
How lucky is that?
I'll take it.
Yes, the fourth one will randomly throw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 being Ivory, 5, 6 being Avelios. You're the lucky lotto winner. And that's a miss. Roll initiative.
Wow, my initiative sucks.
Now, how tall is the loft?
We're going to say, because they don't give me statistics either, say they're about 10 feet up.
Great.
And we'll say, here we go.
I'm going to climb up the wall.
There's a ladder right there. Those crappy lines.
I'm going to climb up the wall and onto the platform because I can. I've got 20 feet of movement speed on climbing.
You know what? I'm even going to be nice here.
That way, there's room for us.
How nice I'm being, but I'll say I'm being nice. We'll pretend.
Can I get to there?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to use my rapier on this guard guy.
Go for it. That's a miss.
Okay. I'm going to try with my dagger.
That'll hit.
I did not mean to drag that. I was trying to make the map slightly smaller so I could move around. All right.
All right.
Too bad I don't have assassin yet.
All right, I'm gonna run in there
Run like the wind.
as far as I can go, and I'm gonna swing or throw a hand axe at these guys because they're up on the upper level, right?
Yep. Yeah, they've got partial cover, so it'll be -2. On the bottom modifier, roll down for -2. Doesn't matter.
Miss.
This is not good. All right.
That was probably a bad idea.
Guard 1.
I assumed somebody else would come up here with me, but
Not at the moment. Guard 2.
at least my AC is semi-good.
Guard 3. Well, I'm rolling like
You're
crap.
muted, Austin.
I need new dice. Guard,
You're fine.
Guard 4 will go down.
Is he jumping?
He's going to run down the ladder. Jumping would be bad. It doesn't matter because they all suck. All right. These guys are like the worst guards ever. That's why they got guard duty, because they can't kill anyone.
I'm gonna flail him in the head.
And the poor guy that's the boss, you know, he's like low man on the totem pole and he got stuck with these guys.
You're muted again.
And after I hit him, I'm just gonna make one step closer to. If I go right here, would I be directly in front of the ladder?
Yeah, close enough for government work.
Well, as long as people can like move past me is all I'm wanting.
Yeah, that's fine. They'll just shove you out of the way.
All right, cool.
All right, Sesam.
I can't see anybody from where I'm at, right?
No, you need to come in.
You can see me.
Okay, I'll move there.
Okay.
If I shoot if I do a ray of frost on the guys up there, you said it's a -2.
Yeah, they have cover.
All right.
I mean, the guys in the back, you're not going to be able to see them. It'll be the two up front with their partial cover.
Yeah. 1 and 3. Yeah.
That'll hit. And is that it?
That's it for me.
West.
I say, truly, you are a worthless guard at guard number 1. Failed. Yay! Psychic damage on him.
And he has disadvantage on his attack against me.
And then I am going to give you Bardic Inspiration.
That's very kind of you.
Don't think I did that properly.
You're giving it to me, yes?
Yes, I am. Oh, it helps if I actually choose the right thing.
And that's just a D4, correct? Or is it a D6 right now?
It is a D6.
I don't know if it started at D4 or D6.
It's not automatic, so you have to choose it.
Sure.
Yeah, so it'll be add a d6 to an attacker save. You just choose it when you do it. And it can't be automated because it's you decide whether you use it or not action.
Okay. Well, and that's my turn.
All right, let's see what this guy has. See if he's not worthless. He's fairly worthless. Damn you, cultist.
Are all of these guys wearing cloaks?
Well, the cultist is in cultist robes. I mean, the guys are kind of like fighters. They may have an emblem on or something, but they're not wearing robes.
Alright.
He's going to move over. And if somebody comes up, he'll attack. He'll leave a nice little gap for somebody. He's nice like that. French. You're on the outside looking in.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my aggressive to run in. But as I get in, I look around. Do I see anybody obviously hurt badly?
Other than guards. And everybody at this point is about as bad off as they were when they got here.
All right, just making sure. I am going to. Sorry, I forget. Is it shift click to target?
Control.
All right, I'm gonna try and command this a-hole. Gotcha, bitch.
Hold on. Let me take a look at this, because this guy has frightened.
So sorry to break the momentum here, folks, but I need to run. So
Same.
I'm gonna have to leave right now.
And Austin too today. Sorry.
It's all right. Have a good one, guys.
Enjoy. Catch you later.
Do we want to finish combat next time?
I would prefer that unless you guys want to continue. But I have to take Austin to work before I go talk to my math teacher.
So, yeah, we're losing 3 of 6. So let's continue combat next time.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, it's
Yeah,
not a big
sorry.
deal. I knew we were getting close to 1 o'clock, so
Yeah, I should have mentioned something before the combat started.
it's
My bad.
it's all good. So, all right, we'll finish combat next time, and hopefully, I still
It's
think
nice.
we have quite a bit to do to get done with this first chapter, plus 2 major combats. These are all like minor things. So next week we might finish first chapter. It might be halfway through the following week, but at that point we'll level up to 2 and see who's still alive.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Catch you later.
All right,
Have a
Good
good
game,
week, everyone.
everyone.
have a good one.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
All right, so do I finish my last action before we go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm just gonna tell him to flee. So on his next turn, he should use all his movement to get the F away from us.
Yeah, he can do that. Now, when he leaves attack radius, because it's forced movement, nobody gets a free attack of opportunity on him.
That's fine. I just figured since everybody was fairly well off, and I'd have a disadvantage if I tried, shooting him or something. I'll just get rid of one body. That's one less person we have to kill, and it's not like everybody and their uncle in this town, besides the good guys, isn't going to be coming for us at some point anyway.
Well, let's see. Flee. Target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest means available, so he would have to move to the back of the barn, and he wouldn't be able to go any farther. He wouldn't run towards you and out the barn, because that would be movement toward you.
Oh yeah, that's.
So that
I
would
just figured
that
he
would
was
end the
trying to get
command at
away.
that point.
And there's no windows or anything back there.
Nope.
Out of character, would my character know that if he made that command, that's what would happen?
I mean, I'm gonna say no. It's just one of those things.
All right. I'll know for next time to.
Yeah, just
tell him to lie.
always take a look at like on command, it has a list of what you can have them do. And, flee, target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means. The fastest means is to move one away, and then he's stuck.
Yeah, I just misinterpreted it. I read it, and I was thinking that he would try and run out of the combat.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah, he has. It's one of those things. It's like when you cast on undead, they have to move away. They can't try to escape you by going closer to you and by you. So it's just the way the spell works.
It's all good. At least he loses a turn.
Yep.
Cowering by the back of the barn.
Yep. Just remind me next week, because I'll forget.
Not a problem.
Alrighty. So that'll take care of that, and we'll be at the top of the round next week. So, alright, we'll see you next week.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. Alright, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.